So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that a couple of weeks ago I tweeted out that if I saw the advertisement on YouTube for the solar powered charging bank one more time, it would be marked as a turning point in my villain origin story. Is Lit Mobile a scam or just bad business? That's it, that's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda, and you're watching Swell Entertainment. I think March, April, and then early May is when all of the advertisements for Lit Mobile were pretty much constantly being pelted at me on YouTube. I would get their advertisements sometimes 3 times in one video, and it was apparently not just me. I think the advertisements bothered people for quite a few different reasons. Obviously, if you're seeing the same ad or the similar types of ads being pelted to you repeatedly, throughout one session of you sitting on YouTube, you're gonna get annoyed. These advertisements also really bothered people because they were seemingly trying to make it seem like these were legitimate reviews, but you never see the person's face, the person never identifies themselves.
Just sent me this solar wireless battery pack. I'm excited, let's see what's inside.
There's none of that. It's just very repetitive. The language is very similar. Another channel that did a video on Lit Mobile Computer Clan was able to find that there was actually discrepancies in the specs for the mobile charging bank across various different types of advertisements for them. For me, when watching the advertisements, it kind of invoked that trend that's been happening a lot with certain brands where they use videos from ambassadorships or sponsorships as advertisements on YouTube. I know Savage and Fenty does this, I know that Fabletics does this, and for me, those always just put like a bad taste in my mouth. Not because they're like using their ambassadors for advertisements, but because it's like, how much are these people getting paid? Because, you know, an ambassadorship deal is one thing and a sponsorship is one thing, but also then being in a commercial is a whole different thing. So like, how is that pay being worked out? Just to be clear, I'm not throwing shade at the creators that are part of those ambassadorships. I'm just hoping that they're being compensated fairly for that type of deal. But Lit Mobile was a constant on YouTube for a little bit, and because I'm me and because I do the I Tried It So You Don't Have To series, I thought it was time for me to do another spite review, which I haven't done in a while. I'm fairly certain everyone thinks that all of my reviews are spite reviews. They're not. The last time I did a spite review for a video was actually for my Hello Ava review that I did over a year ago, and they had actually approached me for a collaboration. But then when I had questions, instead of just being all gung-ho to sign up for free products and a discount code for my following, they rescinded their offer, and it just kind of made me think that they had something to hide, so I did a review on them. But I wanted to do a spite review on Lit Mobile because their ads were really annoying. So I went to the Lit Mobile website, saw that it was $129, and was like, oh god, I gotta pay that, don't I? Instead of buying the charging bank immediately, I gave myself time to come to terms with the fact that I was gonna be spending $129 on a product that was probably bullshit. Because I have experience with solar powered charging banks. They're usually crap. If you don't know, last year I went to the Raid on Area 51 events. I went to Alien Stock and I went to Area 51 Base Camp. That was canceled because it was poorly planned. Anyway, but I went to both those events and I was a Girl Scout for 12 years, so I went prepared to be stuck in the middle of the desert. I went prepared to have no cell service out there. I went prepared to be able to camp and sleep in my car. But I bought a solar powered charging bank just in case there was no outlets for me to charge my phone, or I wasn't able to like get my car going and use my car charger. I was in the middle of the desert, complete direct sunlight beating down on us constantly. And this charging bank would not charge. It didn't work. And then like 2 days in, I couldn't even charge it with a plug-in cord. It was just a piece of crap, and I spent probably too much money on it. When I saw the Lit Mobile charging bank, and I saw that it was basically the same thing as the one that I had, I was like, this is not going to work. But also I'm a content creator who does product reviews, so if buying a Lit Mobile solar charging pack is actually a tax write-off. The following day, I went and bought it, and they were doing their Memorial Day sale. I was able to get the charging bank for like $34 after the discount, and then because the discount was so good, I looked around the site and saw that they also had the Lit solar charger battery. I think it came to like $79, which is still a good deal of money, but now I had 2 products to review and rip to shreds. So I placed my order on May 23rd, and then on May 28th, I received an email that just said, "Hello Amanda, we apologize about the delay in delivering your order. A tracking number will be provided within the next 3 to 7 days. Once again, we sincerely apologize about this unprecedented situation. Thank you for your understanding and continued support," and then their customer service information. 7 days passed and I heard nothing. So I emailed them again. "Hello, I placed my order almost 2 weeks ago now, and it has not been shipped. Received nothing." I emailed them again. Received nothing. I reached out to them for the 3rd time and just simply said, "Hi, still have not received my order. If I don't get a response back, I will be contacting my bank and saying these charges are fraudulent." The following day, I received nothing, And then before I contacted my bank, I emailed them one more time. Why have I not received my order and any information about my order? Contacted my bank and disputed the charge, and it is currently being evaluated. However, yesterday, I did receive an email from Lit Mobile. Hello, Amanda. Once again, we sincerely apologize about the delay and unacceptable situation. A new container has finally arrived. A tracking number will be sent to you on June 15th or 16th. Thank you for understanding and your continued support. Well, the fraud investigation is in place, so I don't know how that's gonna go. So at this time, I don't have the product. I truly don't know if I'm gonna receive it. When you Google Lit Mobile, one of the first questions is Lit Mobile legit? Someone left a comment on the Better Business Bureau website that says this company is definitely a scam with fraudulent business practices. Ordered 328, never got an email confirmation, but they charged my card. Still haven't received a product or anything. They won't ship the product. When you go to their Better Business Bureau profile, it says current alerts for this business. Pattern of complaint. A recent review conducted on February 19th, 2019 of consumer complaints filed with the Better Business Bureau of Chicago and Northern Illinois against the company delineates a pattern of consumer allegations. In their complaints, consumers allege that the business sent out a defective product. Consumers then state they reached out to the company regarding the defective product and failed to receive a reply. In addition, consumers also allege business failed to deliver products that were purchased within a reasonable time frame, referencing the time frame stipulated. Lastly, consumers mention the company fails to respond to any form of correspondence when requesting further information regarding either their guarantee or product or delivery status. This is the best part though. We have reached out to the company with our concerns and are currently awaiting a response. So even the Better Business Bureau can't get a text back from Lit Mobile. So according to the Better Business Bureau, Lit Mobile was started in 2018. It's based in Chicago. A bunch of other results on Google when you search Lit Mobile are once again complaining about the commercials. But there are also a lot of people questioning the claims on the specs. Like one of the claims that they can charge their 20,000 mAh battery with its solar panels in just 60 minutes. I am by no means familiar with solar power, but I am 100% certain that is bullshit when your solar panels are that small. That is all I'm really going to talk about the tech because again, it's not in my hands. I can't test anything, and also I'm not familiar enough with the tech to give any criticism on that element of the solar charger power battery pank fuck. That's not how you say it. But I will be linking a few videos from tech channels down below who have talked about the specs and their inconsistencies. But what I can criticize is their business practices because I have done a lot of work with startups through my dad's medical device conferences. I have seen the good, the bad, and the really weird sides of business, actually. Also, I was raised by two people in sales, which means I'm well versed in bullshitting. In case it's not clear to you from the discounts, or the claims from the Better Business Bureau, or even the email that I received, this is a sort of drop shipping website. The thing about Lit Mobile is that they are adding an extra step and making it harder on themselves because of branding. The two dudes who run Lit Mobile order their solar charging power banks from Alibaba. They ship it to themselves, they slap their logo on it, and then they ship out the orders. What they're doing is not impossible to do, but they're clearly not buying enough product in bulk to have on hand for the amount of orders that they are achieving from all the advertisement they are doing. How do I know it's two dudes? How do I have confirmation that they get everything from Alibaba? Because the guy who made the advertisements for them told me. Now, obviously, if you search Lit Mobile ads, one of the first options you're gonna find is from their actual YouTube channel, which has 866 subscribers, and some of the views, popular uploads, because again, these were advertisements that they promoted, have 73 million views, 21 million views, 4.9 million views. But when you go to the description box of these videos, it shows a user review, the Lit Mobile Solar Power Bank. You can find out more about the product here. Comments are turned off, likes and dislikes are turned off, obviously. When looking for the original Lit Mobile ads on YouTube, I found Bernie's YouTube channel. He's a freelancer who makes commercials for companies, and Lit Mobile hired him. He has a couple of the commercials that he did for them on his YouTube channel to include in his portfolio, and all of them are from early 2019. This one says, commercial spot we did for Lit Mobile. This is one of the ones featuring a woman, and it says, hey all, I am not part of Lit Mobile. I was contracted to make the ads for them. In 3 months I worked for them. I made over 60 videos just like this, meant to sell to different markets and audiences. So I just reached out to him on Twitter and said, hey, I have a couple of questions. I understand if you're under contract and you can't respond. So I asked him a couple questions about how they chose to push the videos from him, and then also I asked him if anyone has reached out to him to claim that the company was fraudulent. He said that there was no contract with them at all and that he paid him as a freelancer. He thought it was funny that I was making a video on Lit Mobile. He said he probably made over 100 videos for them, all kind of in the same format, slightly different, testing out different markets. different holidays. I mean, it's standard e-commerce marketing. Once again, I would like to reiterate that Bernie is not affiliated with Lil Mobile outside of being hired by them to do the advertisements. He said they really created a shitstorm, didn't they? I remember when they first hired me, I thought, damn, these guys are really going to make it work. Small startup, and they were only selling like 400 units a week. By the time I left with the videos that they came up with, they were selling over 10,000 units per week. A lot of the reasons why they couldn't fulfill shipment is because they couldn't pay for the shipping. And then I said there's a lot of evidence that they order everything from Alibaba and just put their logo on it. He cut off the message he had been sending to me and just said they do. And I said they send out maybe 30% of their orders. And he said, I'm not sure about the percentage of orders, but I do know that they have a big fall off rate. It really just two guys in Chicago. And then I said, again, you said you made a ton of videos for them. How much would you say you made? And he said variations included. I would say I gave them around 90 to 120 videos they could have used. Some of them with overlays for different holidays, some of them different variations of the same script, but every weekend they would get 4 to 8 full videos, 1 minute in length, same style. And of those 4 to 8, there were 2 30-second videos they could have used. He said they've used all of them. The 2 or 3 you see the most just happen to perform the best. In ad campaigns, you test as much as you can, different ad copy, videos, versions, and I think those couple videos just got the best click-through rate. And I was contracted in September, pretty much stopped in December. I also work very efficient is why they asked me. I have a strong background in corporate filming. So making these videos, I combined a version of a video business card with a testimonial. It was whack how they never wanted faces shown. And that was pretty much the end of it. I thanked him for answering my questions. And just again, I want to reiterate, Bernie was just contracted by them to make the videos. He runs his own video production company. He does not work for Limp Mobile outside of the freelance capacity that he worked for them last year or 2018. So we got confirmation that Lit Mobile orders their stuff from Alibaba, and that's not new. It's not uncommon for dropshipping sites and sites to use products from Alibaba. Alibaba is a marketplace, that's why it's there. And I'm assuming you know this, but dropshipping is a huge topic right now, especially now that we're in a pandemic. Everyone's trying to find ways to work money from home. The moment you type in money from home, all the options are going to be dropshipping sites. I'm going to tag this probably with like small business, startup, scam business, probably Alibaba, probably dropshipping. So all of the advertisements on this video are probably going to be from those get rich quick guys trying to sell you a course about how you can make 100 grand a month from dropshipping. There is money in dropshipping, and there are plenty of successful dropshipping sites, but it doesn't matter. Regardless of where your business is sourced out of, regardless of where your product is sourced out of, if you are selling a product, you have to deliver on those promises. It's my understanding with Alibaba that when you order something through Alibaba, you again have no control over the specs or anything like that. So for them to be making these claims about the specs is fraudulent. Could they get the power banks, test them, confirm the specs, and then list them with those specs? Yes. But the thing is I don't think they did that because the specs they're claiming that this has are not possible. And again, I'm not going to go into detail about this because that's not something I'm well versed in, and I'm going to start talking out of my ass, and we don't want that. Plenty of dropshipping sites have dealt with the delayed shipping times by disclosing that there's going to be a long wait time for the shipping. Lit Mobile doesn't do that. They are trying to get away with saying that it's shipped from the US by having it shipped to them so they can slap their logo on it and then shipping out to you that way. So them saying that it's shipped from the US is not a lie because by the time it gets to you, the buyer, it has shipped out of Chicago because they first had it shipped to them. Now they would be able to do this and have no problem, but they have to have enough stock on hand. Shipping into the US is not cheap. So it's not surprising that that's probably part of the issue with them having stock on hand is because they can't afford the shipping costs. But if they are selling the amount of product that Bernie is saying that they did, then they should be able to place multiple orders and hopefully cut down on those shipping costs. Are they still going to have a lot of cost? Yes, but that is how business works. Starting a business is not free. Does it have to be incredibly expensive? No. There are ways to start a business and keep the costs relatively low, but the way that they're choosing to do it with the claims that, oh, it's shipped from the US and they're having their own branding on it, it's going to be a larger cost than if they were just to be shipping things from AliExpress and doing individual orders through AliExpress. They're causing themselves more issues with the format they are choosing to do their drop shipping. Their markup is probably still high, but again, they're selling these at the discount because you want to think you're getting a deal. Also, if you're going to do drop shipping or you're going to do, something from Alibaba to the US and then just fulfill the orders yourself, you need to have someone there just fielding these customer service emails. I mean, I probably would have waited just to see how long it would have taken before filing that fraud charge if you had just responded to me. And I've had companies do that. I've had companies that are probably definitely drop shipping sites email me and say, hey, we're out of this product. We're waiting for a new shipment. We can wait until we ship it out, or we can do this, and they fulfill half my order, or they give me other options. There are companies that are drop shipping sites that are on top of their customer service. So they have better reviews and better customer service ratings because they're on top of that element of their business. Because if you're going to be doing this, you better have someone stellar in charge of customer service and fielding these emails, especially if your fulfillment rate is so ass. I mean, I can keep going and keep ripping into this questionable business practice. I'm always going to think that the constant sale is bullshit. They also do that spin wheel to see, oh, you can get a free solar power charging bank or you can get a discounted power charging bank, but also it's like they're just trying to get your email so they can probably sell you your email list, because that's another way that a lot of these companies try to make extra money, is selling email lists. I recommend not putting your email into those wheels. The discount is probably not worth it. And I think that's where I'm going to end this. Like I said, I haven't received the product. I have filed the claim with my bank. We'll see what comes through first. Thank you again to Bernie for answering my questions. Have you bought Lit Mobile? Do you want to buy Lit Mobile? Were you annoyed by the advertisements for Lit Mobile? Did you notice that there was a discrepancy in these advertisements? What's the most advertisements for Lit Mobile that you have seen on a single video? Let me know. Comment down below. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting my Patreon. If you'd also like to support my Patreon, link will be listed down below. If you'd like to follow me on my social media, that'll be all up here. And that's gonna be it. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. Someone has been gardening the entire time I've been filming. I'm really hoping that's not going to show up in the audio. That would suck. Probably going to regret this, but if there are any actual solar power charging banks that you like that actually charge something, please let me know. I'm always open to having my mind changed, and if you want to change my mind about solar power chargers, let me know.
Thank you, Aaron, Adam, Alan, Elise, Bradley, Brighton, DeYoung, Cameron D, Christopher, Chris, Cody, Colton, Crash BC, Don, Elliot, Aaron, Essen, Evan, Feckless, Hopeless, Jason, John M, Jonathan, Jordan, Kenneth, Kevin, Kim, Lee, Lisa, Manga, Matt, Matthew S, Meme Lord the Red, Michael J, Nathaniel, Prylock, Rob, Sam, Stefan, The Frugal Filmmaker, Timothy, Torben, Tom, Victor, Wendy, William, Zendry.